That is all praise to the Most High in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit, in the Paleo Hebrew. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the true Akim. I wanted to get into this article in Al Jazeera from August 29th, going in on Africa's establishment of legislation outlawing Momo activity and the enforcement of those laws with the penalty of capital punishment, okay, which is basically the death penalty, which whether they know it or not is in the scriptures, all right, and it's a righteous law of the Most High, okay, which is why this book is known as the Book of Life, all right, and the laws and statutes and commandments are not grievous, as it says, okay, because each one has a very intricate purpose, okay, and is required for mankind to conduct themselves by, all right, because they promote life. You see, it says basically when this law is enforced and moles are eradicated from society, it leads to prosperity, okay, in life, and it's profitable, all right. But the earth is in the hand of one that is not profitable in the current time, all right. And that's why there's a hot topic right now that's going down. That's pretty much that's being posed in the form of a question that asks, is Mo-Ality, okay, just for to code word it, is Mo-Ality destroying Western society, okay? And the answer is emphatically in the affirmative, okay? It's an emphatic fucking yes. Abso-fucking-lutely, okay? All right, it's actually been proven that shit leads to disease, okay? We know that it's a super gateway to demons, because that's really what it is. It's a perverse spirit that the Most High puts on you, okay? It leads to violence, which it's proven that people who commit this act, because this is known as an act against humanity, okay, to do that, the same flesh to lie together, all right, it's sickening, it's filthy, and it's completely fucking perverted. But especially when you go into the acts that they perform, like sodomy, and even look like when two women get together, they do scissors and other kind of violent acts, man. They call those acts against humanity, right? When you do perform those acts, you're prone to murder, man. You're prone to other violent acts, all right? So that increases not only disease, and fucking pandemonium, which is what all demons, like a cesspool of demons, right? Which this shit is a gateway to demons. That those acts, right? But to violence, it increases the violence and crime in a society, all right? And also, that comes with a need to corrupt others. When you go into this shit, one of the worst parts about it is that it's a fucking cancer. And that's why we have laws in the scriptures that require people to get put to death, because if that was allowed to continue, then it wouldn't be an example for people not to do it, okay? And that demon would spread, you see, so to speak, like a fucking cancer that it has become. That's why it's an emphatic yes to that question: is Mo-Ality destroying Western society? Okay. Yes, and ultimately, what are all those things that we mentioned? Disease, right? Fucking violent acts, murder, fucking demons, super gateway to demons is death. Okay, and that's what you have in this current society and all across the earth. Under Esau, Edom's regime, and through his agendas and policies that forces you to accept these people. Okay. All right. Esau, being the main purveyor of this filth, basically penalizes these different countries, corporations, and individuals even, right? They'll even get fucking a nigga for saying some shit on the social media, right? It says with fines and up to cancellation. Okay, all that shit with a motherfucker getting canceled for speaking against these people. All right, and not tolerating them and all that. But then on the other hand, he'll reward those same establishments with bonuses and tax cuts and incentives and shit. Okay, if they institute those different programs, all right, that promote these freaks, man, who basically all they are people who commit detestable sex acts, man, acts of sexual perversion. All right, an example for that is Westcom Credit Union. All right, they just went hardcore on their alphabet support. All right, they went completely rainbowed out. Fucking sponsored this year's Pride Festival and all that shit. Okay, but Esau is the problem of the earth. Needs to be taken out of rule. Okay. This is a Uganda man charged with aggravated Mo-Ality faces the death penalty. Legislation passed in May has been condemned by rights groups and described by UN experts as an egregious violation of human rights. Okay. And that's, of course, fucking, what is it, EU? The UN, it's part of all that shit. Okay. The beast system that is led by, and the one who's in power of that is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, the wicked the Bible speaks of. All right, and he's the one who's pushed out all these wicked ass agendas all across the earth, stuffed it down the throats of the people. All right, and caused just that, death and destruction. All right, but the people are fucking pushing back and rising against this piece of shit. Okay, and that's what this whole time is marked by. All right, Esau's pretty much the target's on E. All right, Earth rising up against this fucker. It says a 20-year-old man is to become the first Ugandan to be charged with aggravated Mo-Ality, an offense punishable by death under the country's recently enacted anti-G law. Okay, the defendant was charged on August 18th with aggravated Mo-Ality after he performed unlawful intercourse with a 41-year-old man. The charge sheet did not specify why the act was considered aggravated. Okay. It says, since it is a capital offense triable by the High Court, the charge was read out and explained to him in the magistrate's court. All right. So check this out. This word, capital offense, we're going to show you this in the scriptures, because we're going to jump to it right in the law. All right. The laws of the Heavenly Father, because this is a righteous law that's about to be reestablished upon the earth, not just in these few countries in Africa, but across the four corners of the earth in the establishment of the Most High's eternal kingdom. All right, and it's going to be forever. See, because this is an ancient way and an ancient path laws of old, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. All right, that's what's going to be performed and enforced, not just across the earth, but across the universe. All right, everywhere you go, it's going to be required to follow the laws of the Most High, and that's just prosperity anyway, and profit, and life, and health. All right. So, when it said a capital offense, that's exactly what is read in the scriptures. Right here, we're going to get it in the KJV first, Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Okay. And down here in the NLT, if a man practices Mo-Ality, having sex with another man as with a woman, both men have committed a detestable act. They must both be put to death, for they are guilty of a capital offense. Okay, so the capital punishment, the death penalty, is the fitting and proper judgment for this capital offense. Okay, for this transgression, for the transgression of this law. Okay, and for the purposes that we said, this is a very dangerous thing to allow this in your society. Okay, because like I said, they have these creatures have people with these with this perverse spirit. They have the need to corrupt others. All right, to pretty much fucking molest others to get them to have that spirit. Because when you look at, oh fuck, that's one of the kickers about this whole thing, to show you that whole concept of sin and transgression spreading like a cancer. They said something like, and you know they lie like a motherfucker on these statistics. So I'd have to, in a later video, Lord will, or maybe in the description, I could drop the link in for the true statistics of the people, current people who identify under this alphabet identity. Okay, how many percent of them are victims of child molestation, or they were first, either raped or fucking molested, or something was done to them for them to go that way that they're going, man. Because a perverted means it's basically it's crooked, all right? When something is perverted, right? It's off. It's not right. You see? So something happened to them to fuck them up, so to speak, to it can go haywire. And that was somebody else fucking diddling them, man. And that's why this is such a wicked, fucking evil thing, okay, to allow, a dangerous thing to allow in your society. And that's why it's so fitting for them to be put to death, okay? You can't like get them with anything less, because you got to put the fear. It's about putting the fear in the congregation for them not to perform this shit, okay? My goodness. But this is a capital offense, man, that is punishable by capital punishment, man. The death penalty, as we see here. All right. Let's go back. Get a little bit more of that. Let's see. Let's see. Check it out. Justine Balya, a lawyer for the defendant, said she believed the entire law was unconstitutional. The law has been challenged in court. And fuck all what they have to talk about. All their, the meaningless vanity that is spewed from these people is going to be repaid, okay? All this this is offensive speech to the Most High, that you would dare defy His laws, okay, and to teach men to do so. All right, these people are all gonna be fucking repaid. All right. Um, it says defying pressure from Western government and rights organizations. Uganda in May enacted one of the world's harshest laws targeting the alphabet community, you see? So the Western governments, these motherfuckers over here in the what they call the West, okay? I believe there's another term for it. Yeah, I believe there's another term for it, but they liken it into the West, not just fucking Canada and the U.S. It's likened into those European countries, because why? Because they're in a conglomerate, which is known as that fucking beast system, all right, which is in rulership by that bestial man, Esau Edom, okay, the natural born Mo and a natural born murder, okay, which go hand in hand, okay. So this shows and proves that, see, that pressure and shit that these Western governments, I just brought it out about how Esau will fucking penalize you for not accepting these people, all right, and not supporting them, you know, not setting up these different programs, right, for not instituting these different programs that promote them and allow them, okay, into their societies and shit like that, all right. They penalize the shit out of them. And then what do they do for these other companies that go rainbowed? They go get rainbowed out. They cash them out, man. Okay. What do you think the Most High is gonna reward that with? He's gonna fucking punish that with. Okay. This place has been the biggest purveyor in the history of mankind of that shit, man. It's like, it's the fucking, it's the name of the game here in fucking America, and of promoting people who commit fucking abominable sex acts, man. It's fucking out of control. But this is the Most High re-emergence of His Spirit. Like it says, when the Most High will begin to visit the earth in which He made. This is a form of an uprising of the people, absolutely. Okay? That's the way He's returning. One of the ways He's returning, man. Okay, this is what it says. Wow, my God. He's saying this legislation has been condemned by rights groups and other campaigns. Okay, but what rights do you have? Okay, they're talking about your human rights. The only rights that you have are the rights that you're that are in the scriptures. Okay, and this was not given as a right for you to commit that filthy, detestable, perverted act. Okay, it says a group of UN experts described the law as an egregious violation of human rights. But it's heavy, because when I had read that earlier, I thought they were talking about that act. But because that's really what is an egregious violation of a human right, is performing that act. That is an egregious violation of the laws, okay, of which mankind is supposed to be fucking conducting himself, man. Okay. So going down here, it said, and finishing it off, man, Because this guy, Most High willing, this goes through, right? But regardless, this is the spirit of the Most High pouring out on the earth, spreading out across the earth, man. And not just over there. Fucking right over here in this great old fucking USA. Alright, you got a whole underculture of even fucking all different nations of people that are against this fucking filthy shit, this wicked nasty stuff. Okay. It says it prescribes life in prison for same-sex intercourse. The death penalty can apply in cases deemed aggravated, which include repeat offenses, GS that transmits terminal illness, or same S interc with a minor, an elderly person, or a person with disabilities. Okay. So, but we know this to be a mild form of what it's supposed to be. Okay. So this isn't even to the full extent. But as aforementioned, this is a form of the Most High putting His Spirit back on the earth. All right. But you need to understand the Most High influences the thoughts of all of mankind. All right. The heart of the king is in the hand of the Most High. Okay. As the rivers of water, He turneth it, and whithersoever the Most High willeth. Okay. So He's working in the minds of these nations. Okay, fucking Putin, Kim Jong-un, GZP, all those motherfucking those damn Hamite country leaders. Okay, to go against this fucking devil, the so-called white man Esau Edom, and to reestablish these are just simply practical laws of living. Okay. For example, that shit doesn't fucking allow for procreation. Okay, that's why you have the same shit going down over there in Russia and China and fucking Korea, North Korea and shit, where they're establishing laws that anti fucking Mo laws, man. Okay, and other programs that are bolstering and building up their men. Okay, this is straight from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, but it's time for Esau Edom's reign to come to a fucking abrupt end. All right, we see it. It has been on the downward spiral. All right, plummeting. You see, for this man that is not upright, he doesn't have a righteous bone in his body, metaphorically speaking. All right, is in Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right, it's not a coincidence that they said to be hetero was to be straight, and to be a Mo was to be the opposite of straight. Okay, was to be G, but really what would be, if something is not straight, then what would it be, right? If something is not upright, which is right, then it is wrong. Okay. Thus the case for Esau, Edom. Alright, everything about this fucking guy, the so-called white man, woman, and child is wrong. Okay. This is in this word upright. Okay. This is to be right, to be straight. Okay. So it's not a coincidence that they deem to be hetero, which is fucking natural, right? They talked about the natural use of a woman and all this. That's to be straight, okay, to be right, to be upright, okay, to be just, to be lawful, yeah. So when something's not upright, it's not lawful, it's unlawful, which this guy is, and does everything he does consists of transgression of the laws. Everything he sets up in his societies, okay. So if you're not straight, then you would be crooked, then you would be broken, okay. See, but it's not a coincidence that they called it to be straight, okay. But this man is a as a natural born Mo is, there's nothing just or lawful about him. Wow, look at that, prosperous. So upright is likened to being prosperous. Okay, and it talked about this man is not a profitable man. Prosperity is synonymous with profit. Okay, and when an unprofitable man is in power, okay, he sets up a society and a kingdom that is unprofitable to the people, okay, which is what you have now. They talking about a poly crisis, which poly just goes into many, right? Just like polygamy or polytheism, right? Many. It really goes into innumerable. But there's a crisis on all sides, okay? Fucking shit becoming extinct, all right? The Spirit Wind Judah brother went into how this man is mass depleting the earth's resources, okay? Advertently and inadvertently, okay, through pollution and other shit, fucking industrialization, and all this guy's other madness that he has, deforestation, clear cutting, okay, the covering up of the earth, of the ground, the earth with fucking concrete, right? Choking up the earth. Okay, so nothing's right about this damn man. It's fucking cretin, all right? The weasel that is, the so-called fucking white man. That even the earth, the people of the earth said, narrowly looked upon him. They cut their eyes at this guy like, man, this fucking, this fucking little weasel man did what he did, right? But it said the Most High did this to showing His wrath. All right. The Most High did this showing His wrath, man. Okay. Let's get that real quick. Romans 9:22. What if the Most High, willing to show His wrath and to make His power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Okay. And that's exactly what is going down right now on the earth. Okay. The vessel of wrath is in rulership. Okay. That He's destroying the earth. It talks about how the earth is languishing and fading away. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. okay? Because this man doesn't want to follow one law that's in this book, okay? And if he does, he does it unwillingly, like it said, or he does it fucking accidentally, by mistake, all right? But we're coming into a time when the Most High is about to destroy this fucking guy. Well, it shows you it shows you by essence of his title, the vessel of wrath fitted to destruction, that he was made to be destroyed, and he's just being utilized for a time, like it says, to show the Most High's wrath, right? Because this man took peace from the earth. It talks about in 2nd Esdras, 13th chapter, I believe, how the earth has become weaker with age. When you really go into that, it goes into Esau's age, this current one, this current rulership, power structure, where this man has brutalized the earth's resources, taxed the shit out of them, right? Didn't give it any land Sabbaths and all kind of other shit. Completely poisoned this place. They talk about how electricity. They've been talking about it since the early 1900s and before, of the dangers of electricity. Okay, how detrimental it is to the human body. How humans can't even go on developing in a society that's permeating, that in a society, in an environment that is permeated on all sides by electricity, and especially radiant electricity, all right, which is in all these fucking phones and 5G and smart devices and all this shit, and then not to mention the goddamn cars now and shit. It's yeah, all kind of shit, man. So this guy is indeed the vessel of wrath, okay, that is showing the Most High's wrath. Okay, this is showing you the power of the Most High, showing his wrath through his sword, Esau, and just allowing this place to be completely fucked over and fucked up. All right, but then he's gonna make his power known by destroying this fucking guy, because he's endured him for this time, and then he's gonna show the world how powerful he is, the Most High. He's gonna do this by destroying this fucking guy in the most grandiose fashion. Okay, which a time we're coming into. I'm gonna jump to Ecclesiastes 7:13 before I finish off. In 2 Thessalonians, this is in Ecclesiastes 7:13. Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which he hath made crooked. So here we just read that he is not upright. Okay, so and we read that upright means to be straight. So therefore, he is the one. He can be applied. This could be applied to Esau, Edom, for one that is not straight, for one that is crooked. Okay, the one that is not upright. He fits this to the fullest. Okay, and if something cannot be made straight, that is crooked, it needs to be destroyed and discarded. Or when something's defective and it can't be repaired or rectified or restored. Okay, such is the case for Esau, Edom. He's gonna get fucking eradicated. And how is that a coincidence that you're supposed to eradicate a Mo from your society? Okay, just like this guy is. This guy's a damn abomination. Okay, and then finishing off in 2 Thessalonians 2, started at we'll just go straight to the point. Is in 2 Thessalonians 2:7, because it talked about the vessels of wrath, right? Fitted for destruction, and that's the who the Most High, that the one who is going to perform that destruction is, of course, the Heavenly Father, okay? The one who ruleth in the kingdom of men, the one who promotion cometh from. All right, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, which is Esau, Edom, the vessels of wrath that are in power, right? That the Most High is enduring with much long suffering. It says, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Okay? And we know, and it's heavy because he's the Most High is using Jacob, is going to use Jacob to pull this man out of power. Okay? And it goes on to say in this chapter that he's consuming this place first with the spirit of the Most High's mouth, okay, through the prophets, which of course is the chief form of Jacob. So that representation of Jacob holding the heel of Esau, pulling him out of power, that first start with the Most High, the consumption of this place through the spirit of his mouth by way of the prophets, okay? They're the one leading that charge, and are actually going to be the main ones, of course, behind Yahushai and the air troops for the 144,000 prophets. All right, are going to be the ones to get their hands on this devil, okay? And also, of course, metaphorically taking him out of power. All right, but that's done, of course, through the orchestration of the Most High, man. Okay, who holds this place and the entire universe in the palm of his hand is likened unto, man. Okay, that the Most High, his power is going to be made known, and his name is going to be declared across the universe for eternity after this time, man. Like I said, to make his power known. All right, and this is a form of that. This is a heavy form of the Most High taking this fucker out, right? Okay, all those steps that we just mentioned, all the succession, all right, in that timeline. All right, it starts with him pouring his spirit, okay, to all flesh, his emergence on the earth in all these different forms, man, okay, and namely with this, through these different countries saying fuck Esau, all right, under any type of penalty that he's gonna come with, all right, fuck this motherfucker, and we're gonna follow these laws, okay, these old ways, these old paths, all right. That's the Most High doing that, all right, bringing us closer to his son's return. So with that, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash.